I asked AI to rap my song, and then I asked real musicians to write the same song, and one of them got me pissed. They got it all wrong. Just being afraid and kind of like scared. Bring it up, day and night. Jupiter in my house could be a little bit more upbeat, more playful, lighter. Because like people who do this, they will never be performing live. Is there something that I don't understand fundamentally? 1, 2, 3, go! I gathered some incredibly talented musicians to go head-to-head with AI-generated music. Same idea, same rough phone memo, two completely different ways to go about it. By the end of this video, we'll have a fully produced song made by humans and an AI-generated version of the same recording. And I'll tell you something right now, the result surprised me, and not in the way you think, because this is not about who wins. This is about what we lose. There's a lot of fear around this topic, and I have to admit, when I started this project, I was carrying that same weight, that same level of discomfort. Fear is not helpful. Is the fear real? Just being afraid and kind of like scared of this thing, I was like, okay, well, why don't I do like this experiment? But moving forward, I'm approaching this with an open heart, and I'm hoping that the people who are building these technologies have artists' best interests in mind. And by the way, why I'm doing this and why you should even listen to me, I love making music. Making music. When I'm bombarded with the targeted ads of musicians promoting those AI music platforms, understanding why they generate music with artificial intelligence is really me trying to understand my own relationship with technology. This is humans versus robots. And I'm gonna start with my favorite human. It's overwhelming how it can take our jobs, filmmaking.
As if we had job.
Right. How can you just not be able to, not even play an instrument, but how can you not have any passion for music?
We're gonna collaborate with artists.
Yes.
To create the same songs.
It would be too easy if I use all my tools and all my skills. So I set specific rules. Number 1, no DAW.
What is DAW?
Logic, Fruity Loops, is your Ableton Live.
That's very easy for me because I don't know how to use those things.
No number 2, no music theory talk. The last no is no instruments allowed.
What do you mean?
For us.
No, like you cannot use your guitar or a keyboard?
I cannot use the guitar or the keyboard.
Okay, and what are the yes?
So what's one yes that we are allowed to have to use?
Finally, this is gonna be my... What? A phone?
Ta-da! Phone mic. When I travel and I don't have a proper mic, I record on my phone. Denoise, EQ, CLA vocal, Valhalla, it sounds amazing as a demo, but I've never cut final vocals on a phone. So I'm genuinely curious what you think. Stage number 1, ideation. Is it gonna be a sad song or a happy song?
It's gonna be a sad song. No, I mean, it cannot be like a bit, like maybe like there's two lovers and they were separated. And now they live in 2 different countries, and they cannot see each other every day.
So it's a
long-distance
relationship.
FaceTime. Call me tonight.
Waiting for tonight. I wish I could take a guitar and play something.
They say the world is shrinking by the minute, but what I see is...
They say the world is shrinking by the minute.
But what I see are gaps between the stars. They say the world is shrinking by the minute.
Let's come back to, because we're in the stars, it's very, very poetic right now. Let's ground it with something that's
I long
more...
for you, I kiss.
For you, let me do.
It's just us 2.
They want to be together. It's long distance. They want to come and hug each other. long distance relationship.
When it's different countries and you wait for other person to wake up.
We can go like day night, sort of.
Day night, day night.
Day night, wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
Morning.
So the song is day night.
That's how I know that you belong in this place. Okay. They say the world is shrinking by the minute, but what I see just like in the stars. That voice memo is so bad. It's pitchy, tempo is all over the place, kind of like AI. Lyrics unfinished. And still, I started this experiment to lead with an open heart. And that openness doesn't go just toward AI part of it. It's just also about changing my usual workflow to see what happens. I'm cringe, but I'm free. I'm sending it to my musicians. It's okay. Stage 2, building out a song. Taking a very rough idea and bringing it to real musicians. But this would be the foundation. So like if it's like live drums mixed into the programmed drums.
I was kind of hearing almost like this could be like an old school dance anthem a little bit.
I feel like it should be, you know, groovy, funky, like what you said. All of the musicians in this video are from Musiversal, and this is not a sponsored video. I pay for that service. I've been their client for about 2 years. Professional session players worldwide. And it could be as nuanced as, here's sheet music, play everything as I've written, all the way to, here's a vibe. Surprise me. I mean, it's not perfect. Human factor is everything. For this project, I sent that same voice memo to 2 different songwriters to identify the key, because I couldn't sit at the piano, that's the rule, blah, blah, blah. And the result that came back was like, should really do just the bridge. Okay. But actually, that's amazing. And I'll tell you in just a minute. I had to move on, so I didn't want to try again. I couldn't use my piano to figure out the key, so I just decided to send the recording to the producer and ask her to start building off the original voice memo.
Been listening to the vocal and like playing a progression that I think will work. It's got some really catchy vocals, so I was kind of going for like a pretty kind of like bouncy rhythmic bass line so far, and then I've just brought in some kind of more atmospheric block keys.
Day night, sleep tight, good night. It's out there for me, for Jupiter. I never composed anything in techno house genre, so like hearing our song in the arrangement I would never make, just, I don't know, like felt a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not like disappointed or anything. I think it's a great experiment, what we did today. But now I have this temptation again to do my own version of it. But retrospectively, I appreciate the process a lot, because it taught me not only something about myself, but it showed me that Jupiter in My House could be a little bit more upbeat, more playful, lighter. And those 2 attempts with the songwriters that didn't go well, it's kind of like test when you show a picture of a dress and then you ask people what color it is, and then it's the same picture, same dress, and some people see it blue and then other people see it white, same dress. It's a big experiment. All of music is a big experiment. So be ready to live drum kit. Live bass. And we're almost done with our bass session, and then Aaron goes,
I could play for another minute or so.
And suddenly, this 2-voice bass line in the bridge emerges. Hanjun, who also played on Driving in LA. The level of creativity is... Okay, so we're almost done, but there was this one tiny thing that kind of bothered me and I couldn't pinpoint it, but then I figured it out. Live saxophone. All right, so we said no DAW manipulation, no musical terminology, no playing an instrument myself. Now, clean vocals on a phone.
Don't skip it, skip it. Day, night, wake up, wake up. There's a fucking distance in between us. Day, night.
Oh my god, this is like a messy song.
So, Tatyana, let's bring it up. I know.
Bring it up.
Let's bring it up. Bring it up. We're going to use iPhone as we agreed.
Oh no. They say the world is drinking by the minute.
We are going to pretend that we are clubbing.
Okay.
It's gonna be like, okay guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. 13.
Day, night, wake up, wake up. Can't wait to speak together, stuck on the other side of forever.
Skip it. Day night.
I turned away. Why are you laughing? You should have not seen me laughing.
Well, I
did
do
like
see you
this.
laughing. All right. Day night, wake up. I mean, it's kind of weird that your microphone can also text and scroll Instagram. Stage 3, mixing and mastering. For audio engineering, Dmitry is my guy. He's a supreme alignment, mixing, tuning engineer.
This song's for you. Don't skip it, skip it. Day, night, wake up.
All right, song is done. Burn it to CD, press vinyl. Oh, you can also upload it to streaming platforms. And now we're heading to AI, part of experiment. When I opened Suno, I realized I actually used it before. I used it to create 2 silly tracks. It was a gimmick. It was a meme, like downloading a viral app for a week. But now I'm opening it with intention.
They say the wine is changing by the minute. They say the world is changing by the minute.
It sounds like just everything else. Maybe it is because of the vocal, because the vocal is super flat, it's very uninspiring. This isn't my territory. Indie pop, avant pop.
They say the world is changing by the minute. They say the world is changing by the minute. But what I see just gaps between the stars.
It's like you're listening to some crazy person. The speed of it is kind of crazy. This is just like seconds, literally.
1, 2, 3,
Making music is a tactile experience. I do want to share this with Tatyana tonight. Also, it's changing BPM constantly.
What the f?
So it's like it's very
It's like
confused.
literally my hair are moving on my head. Like the stitching.
It's
like,
very inconsistent. 1, 2, 3, go!
together. I want to be together.
Going from a very intense verse into a lush synth chorus. It's an interesting idea. It's not the first time that it's doing this. Because I had the idea of the upright bass.
My verdict, fortunately, Suno isn't good enough. when every song sounds the same.
The instrumentation or the arrangement reminds me something of like a crazy person.
Yeah, because it's like, it's a mishmash. It's not curated.
So let's open up the...
Restaurant in Santa Fe.
Let's open up a restaurant in Santa Fe.
Yes.
You know what was a little bit creepy right now? At some point, I almost heard like a kid's voice.
Like, why do we need such a fast result? You just fill the market with this AI music. But from the artist's point of view, I don't think it makes sense. Because, like, people who do this, they will never be performing live.
Yeah.
It takes too much
Effort.
than just go on stage in front of people. All right, let's go back to... I started this process to understand musicians who vouch for AI. No matter how many iterations, no matter how I tweak the prompt, I don't feel the connection. It's impressive, it's efficient, it's overwhelming, but it's not relational. Music is visceral. That friction, that misunderstanding, the risk, that's music. We need things that make us feel human again. And that's why Tatyana and I are hosting these artist walks every week in Los Angeles. If you're in Los Angeles, you're invited. Everyone's invited. We just walk and talk and connect. You walk in nature, you hike. And I mean, like, I don't know how much longer we have with live music. Because in a not so hypothetical future, I think my kids are the ones who'll be telling stories to their friends that, you know what, my parents actually, you know, played live music. They did live shows, they played instruments, and they actually recorded music as opposed to generated music like we do. I don't know. But what I do know is that our human experience is so much better when we deal with each other face to face, not interfaces. The time when I got the versions of my song that I didn't like, I went through real emotions. Frustration, doubt, ego, and it was a very vulnerable moment. And at the same time, it was much more valuable than being frustrated at a machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a machine. Like how many times you wanted to smash your computer when Premiere or Logic or whatever is not like acting, glitching, like tick, tick. And also what I do know is that when I'm out of the screen of my computer or my phone and I see you out in the street and I look you in the eyes and you look back and we just made a contract that for the next couple moments, this is the best place to be. And I want to sign as many contracts like that as possible. Be well.